important points is that we really try to go and achieve a realistic look and fun look. So the rides might not actually exist in a theme park, but they're really inspired of mechanicals, look and feel, animation. So like if we zoom in on a ride, you can see bolts. Even here we have a power cord.
Wow.
So really we want to make sure that we can get as close as a feeling as if you're in a real theme park as possible. So all the flat rides are textured model inside and outside, so you can really go in and follow your Peep there and really see how they feel the ride. So if you're in the Gravatar, for example, you can really feel how the Peep is experiencing this. So that was one of the big points. So we sent our development team to theme parks. So they really were able to kind of take videos and analyze everything there.
Fun.
Yes. So one more thing that we have to work on is the PAT system. So we kind of moved away from the old grid system
Okay.
to give more flexibility to the players.
Yeah.
So
That is one of the things that I did notice right off the bat. I'm like, oh, it looks so structural versus where old Roller Coaster Tycoon, you had to go like a line system, like a grid.
Yes,
So I think that's really interesting there.
that's fun. So we'll go test that. So Andy's gonna slide to the left right now, so where we can play a little bit with that tool. So there's two things. There's the PAT system and the terrain deformation. So you're capable of really changing the terrain. So we can start with changing the terrain now, and then we can put a PAT on it. So you can create really big holes. We have different type of brush and different type of strengths. So that brush is a square brush, right? But after that, you can go and get a flattened brush and make it really even if you want. Or if you want to be more completely random, you can go with the brush that looks more natural and really smooth it up. So you can create really big mountains or kind of little hills or
cool.
really big ponds, which is really nice. Eventually at launch, you'll also have different textures. So you'll be capable of really kind of having a sandy feel or a different grass feel and eventually even water. So one of the cool things is the path. So if you even draw the path like this, the supports are automatically generated, which is really fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the important thing, and what everybody was waiting for, curve paths. So like almost every other game, this is a very easy one click, you set up your path and you create it that way.
Wow.
So you can really do what you want there.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And you can change texture, you could go for gravel, then a brick, everything like as you please. So you can personalize your park as much as you want.
Just cause. There you go.
The transition is a little rough for someone that wants to make a pack really pretty, but if you would prefer that kind of style, then you can make it really nice as well.
Yeah.
So that's sort of pushing the limits of the pad system. So we can show you how we can place a flat ride. We'll go get the Gravatar here. So the key commands are really easy to use. Like Andy's just shift and scrolling his wheel, and he can really place the item at the angle that he wants.
Oh,
So it really, you're not kind of stuck to that grid system that you have to make everything even. So if you want to put it on an angle, it works. So click and easy, Q line. And an exit line. The exit line can be curvy if you want, it can be straight if you want. One of the new layers as well that we kind of integrated this time around in the scenery item is that this will affect your ride. So if you wanted to make this a little bit more westerny, for example, and attract people that like western rides, if you put cactus or western trash, for example, the ride will now feel western, and the peeps that like western ride will go to your ride. So that simulation level will bring to the next level.
That's fun. I always like to kind of give little themes to each section of my park, so.
Yeah, well, we realized that a lot of players were doing that and spending a lot of time making their park really like looking good and making a feel to it, and they were not necessarily rewarded for it. So that's just part of it. So we're adding an extra layer on top of this.
I love that feature.
Yeah.
Just cause. Why not? They also paid attention, the team, to the level of detail on the insides even of every ride, because you will, as a player, be able to ride these rides. You'll be able to go in as like a first-person view and spin it around.
I always wanted to know what went on in like the Graviton too.
You might kind of get a little nauseous in there, but yeah, it's fun. If you like that kind of ride, absolutely. One of our interesting new tool is the coaster editor. So I think we should build a coaster together and really show you how that works. So we'll just erase that one and create a new one. So there will be 10 different types of coaster.
Okay.
So those are made with 4 different type of tracks. So we're really capable of generating 10 different for launch, which is something that is quite impressive. We're very excited about that. So one of the big particularity of this is that we wanted to make it simpler to use, but not lose the power. So we really tried to kind of give the hardcore gamers tools that can make loops or really diving coasters and everything they want, but at the same time please the more casual player and make it doable for them to do coasters. So
Because that was always one thing that I like to do, like build the coasters, but it did take quite a bit of time to get it set up and make it all functional.
yes,
So,
so we'll build one quite quick now. So the 4 key commands are really easy. You shift 1 and you can raise your coaster really high, and you shift 2 and then you can really kind of make rotation, and 3 you can twist your track so you have an angle instead of being super flat, and 4 you can really tilt them up and down and make loops. So it's really very simple 4 key commands, and you can kind of make all the coasters you want. So it's really a spline system. So Andy will just click and be able to drag the coaster wherever he wants.
Wrong way. This way. Okay. Quick.
We'll let you play with it after.
Yeah, absolutely. That's tight. So, oh, sorry.
No, you can
What we've allowed, like I just threw pieces together. If you're not happy with it or you need to adjust, it's just as easy as clicking any of these nodes and just dragging. Also, if you want to click on the piece, we create these little shadow nodes, these little gray pieces. You can click any of them and drag a piece. You can raise it up, make a new hill. Anything you want to do anywhere. Gives you the freedom to do whatever you want.
If you can click back on it.
Absolutely.
As you can see, there's arrows, well, they're red, yellow, or white.
okay.
So this is just hints for the players. So white means that it's probably safe and your coaster will not have any issues there.
Okay.
Red might be a little tricky in the sense that the angle or your track might be not even in some ways, or there's a little hook, so your coaster might go off the track. That doesn't mean we're not letting you do it. We're letting you do it. We're just warning you that your coaster might crash. So it might be okay as well, so you can test it.
Okay. That definitely will come in handy.
Yes.
We'll see. I'll have to adjust.
This area seems a little tricky.
A little too dangerous, maybe. I just need to adjust this way. Maybe. All right, well, it's fine. We'll just test. It'll be more fun for you to get to play it. I do a different one each time. I should probably try to make the same one each time. That's gonna be
Yeah, that's
dangerous.
Oh.
So this is where those tools really come in handy. You can click back, you can change this, you can start to change all the stuff that you've done from before, right? To try to fix this track, or to just completely start a new one. Like you can delete and go again.
So that's the coaster editor.
Yep.
So it really kind of simplified, but I think you can see how powerful it can be.
Very
You-
powerful.
You can create a coaster in less than 10 minutes, but you can still spend half hour if you really like it and really make it perfect the way you want or as realistic as possible. That's also doable. We're letting the players crash as much as they want because the community has been like saying, "Oh, it's so fun when you try to kind of make coasters that are not." So yeah, and you get all the stats as well. So once a coaster is tested, you can see how fast you've been, and so on. So one more thing, and one of the things that Andy will present to you that we're really excited is a user-generated content feature that we announced it I think about a month and a half ago, and it's one of the biggest features for the modding community, and I think you're going to be interested in learning more about it. So,
Yep.
Andy can show you that step by step.
Yep.
I like the Triller ones; they're fun.
Yeah.
So or the Ferris wheel in family is also quite impressive. The slingshot is cool. It's all animated.
I'm gonna try this.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's huge.
You can zoom back with your wheel, or ASWD works as well for the keyboard. And if you want to like change the angle of your flat ride, it's really easy. Your shift and your scroll wheel, and it will
Ooh.
exactly how you want.
I think it used to be like the Z to switch.
Yep. Everything, we're really trying to keep it as easy for two reasons. First, user-friendly, and second, we will have a Steam control. We announced that as well. So it needs to also be easy on the controller.
Let me try curve path. Ooh, that looks cool.
You click once to set your curve.
Oh.
So let's say you want to curve it, just click here. It will, yeah.
Oh.
You see? So if you want it to curve, you just click and then it will set your curve.
Okay. And then, and then take escape.
And you can always exit by right-clicking or escape. So the mode you are in, you can right-click. You'll have to put a queue line now to make sure that they come in, because that'll be at the entrance.
Let's see if I can replace that.
You have a bulldozer. So here, you have a bulldozer right there. So you can erase your path.
That's weird.
Oh, you're not clicked here.
Oh. There you go. Ooh.
And this is the exit of the ride. You see there's a red arrow coming out and the green arrow over there coming in. So that has to be an exit path.
Okay. So I'm just gonna create this here. Open.
You can click anywhere in the screen to get rid of this arrow if you want.
Oh.
Here you go. It's because you're clicking on the ride. Maybe you want to just go D here. Help you a little bit. Here you go. That will be easier to kind of connect your back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There we go. How do I turn it around again?
So there's two ways. Maybe with if you press on your wheel and you move your.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you can also help yourself with ASDW. So it goes back. Yeah, like this.
I got it.
There you go. Yeah, perfect. And right click, you'll exit the queue mode. Done. Super. You just need to put an exit line now.
Oh, yeah.
Click on one of your colors that you want. Yeah. Yes. You got it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And right click to exit again. Yeah. There you go. Awesome.
Yay.
Now your ride is functional in like 2 minutes. No, 2 seconds. You'll see them jump.
Oh, I can't wait.
They're coming. They're coming. Yeah, here you go. They're in.
Nice.
flowers to make it look pretty, you can also do that.
Let's try that out. Ooh.
Yeah. Awesome.
Let's put like fountain.
That's good. If you want to exit again, it's a right click. It's super easy.
Oh. Oh, that's much quicker.
So eventually in launch, it's not work now, but you'll have brushes that you can do in lines of things, so it's easier for you to, if you want to drag like lampposts and really just brush
Oh,
it, you'll be
yeah.
able to do that.
Oh, that's fun.
You want to try to build a coaster? Because that's a fun part.
Yeah, let me try to do that.
I would try with your wheel if you wanted to put it back, so you're,
Oh, like
yeah,
this,
that's going to help you. And do a steel coaster, because the steel coaster is a little bit more flexible than a wood coaster. So yeah, either those two. Because the wood is, you won't be able to do loops or stuff like that. Yep, perfect.
Cool.
So again, if you press shift and you scroll your wheel, you can turn it around. The way you
There
want.
we go.
Oh.
That's the front.
Okay, what is Okay, you press shift 1 and press shift again. Okay, and scroll your wheel like just. There you go. Yeah, you got it. Awesome.
Perfect. Okay.
And it's your green thing.
Oh.
It gives you everywhere you want to go. Yeah.
That is cool.
Shift. If you keep pressing on shift and then you scroll with your wheel button, yeah, you can lower down.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Yes.
usually don't play too many PC games.
No,
so
that's
it's like-
fine. But that's why we created it that way. So if you have the Steam controller and you want to actually play on your TV,
Yeah.
that's going to be super easy to use.
That's probably how I would play.
And you just have to hold shift all the time. Yeah, cool. And you can test your coaster at any time. So some people love crashing coasters, so they like not finishing it because it will fly off the rail. So that they're capable of doing that as well. Yeah, you just have to bring it down, but
Oh, I got it now.
cool.
And then to finish, I
Yeah.
have it connected right
Yeah.
here. Okay, perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that your track is a little twisted, but that's
Oh.
fine. So it's connected now.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, just zoom in maybe. Back out to, yeah, you'll see more. Yeah,
There we
just
go.
click. Here you go. Perfect. So now we need to put chains on this, right? Because you need to get up, right? So if you zoom out just a tiny bit, over here, you can go click on that track. Here you go, and put chains. So it goes up the hill. I would put some strength on those chains as well. Like you can go put some chain speed.
Oh.
Yeah. That'll be good.
That should be good there.
Do we have another big hill that we might need to go up? I think you might, this
Yeah,
one?
over here.
Yeah. And maybe you want to put a booster right before here, so you kind of,
Oh yeah.
yeah, to make it go
Speed it
faster.
up.
The boosters are this one. Okay, so, yeah. That's cool. That might go fast.
Yeah, that makes it so much simpler. I like that. You can just kind of like click on the track itself and then add
Mhm.
it.
Mm-hmm. And if you didn't like that curve, for example, you could go click on the track and really make another node and bring it back down or bring it closer to you.
How would I add in?
Okay, so zoom in. You need to zoom closer. You see those gray nodes over here?
Oh yeah, I see.
If you click on one of them, it becomes yellow, and then you can do whatever you want with it. So you could, if you press Shift 3, for example, and now hold your Shift and scroll like the one before,
Mhm.
and do what you'll see what. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So
Shift and then
scroll your wheel.
wow.
Whoa. Okay, you just click on the floor. Click. Yeah. Okay. Go back and get it. Yes. Whichever one you want.
I'll try this one.
Okay. So now you press Shift 2, for example, or Shift 3, whichever. You keep the Shift on. You just scroll your wheel.
Oh.
Yeah. Here you go. You see?
I'm
You
sorry, I
can
was
make.
pressing it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can make twists up.
Oh my goodness.
That might be a bit dangerous, but
I'll try it like
kind of that big swirl over there. Yeah. You want to test it?
yeah.
Just press test. Just, yeah. It's going.
It's a big coaster. Get it.
There's booster. She put booster.
Nice.
Like, here we go, booster.
Oh, that's gonna speed it up.
And chains. Whoa!
Well, you built a launch coaster. That's a great job.
So you see, we were capable of doing something in like about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can really make something really cool and not too long. So you click anywhere around the screen and you go back. And if you wanted to spend a lot of time, you could go fix this place and make your booster maybe not as strong, so you don't fly off. So that's how it works.
Oh, I love that. That just makes it so much more fun to like go ahead and build your own coasters too.
Yes, I agree. I kind of like, I lose patience sometimes, so when you have to do every little bits and pieces, it was a little kind of long, but now it's really kind of simple, but at the same time you can make really cool loops. Once you get really familiar with the key commands, it goes really fast.
So on the Steam controller, in terms of creating like the twists and turns, instead of like shift plus 1, 2, 3, would it be something like maybe right trigger and
Andy didn't tell you that, but
No, you have it. Your
yes.
instincts are right. The kind of that right trigger with the modifier is perfect for it. So you change your mode, you hold down your trigger, you move it, it adjusts just like a mouse wheel, right?
yeah.
And then so it's easy to just swap through the modes. You just cycle through and then hold down a trigger and a modifier and go through. So it's really kind of built in for the trigger. And just like your mouse position, it was always attached to your mouse, kind of floating around, then that's kind of like your left stick.
Yeah.
So it's just the same, so it's floating around easy.
Oh, that's awesome.
You're more of a controller person.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
That's good. Yeah. We will have it for launch, so we're very excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you have more questions on the game or anything that you wanted to touch?
In terms of like the peeps,
Yes.
can you kind of like, oh.
You can follow them, click on them, they will each have stats.
Yeah, oh, like Mexican cuisine, iron stomach. I love that. Like one of the things I used to like to do with peeps, I'd kind of like look at them, see what's going on if they're hungry, drag them over to like a food place so they could
Yeah,
Go
cool.
spend money and eat.
Yep, all those famous RCT moments you'll still be able to create again, right? They'll still get hungry, they'll still do those emoticons and those dances to kind of let you know if they're frustrated or
Yeah,
they're
we'll have
happy.
super good animation. We have
Yeah,
a big
absolutely.
plan. The designers created some really fun stuff for Peeps.
Oh, that's so cool.
And we have really a lot of different types of Peeps this time around, so we're very excited about that as well. So if you would drag a path, for example, you could see how to click on a Peep, it will follow it. Just because now they're kind of just like in a little bunch.
Stuck over there.
Yeah, that's perfect, just right there. They're gonna walk. Yeah, they're coming. So if you right click, you'll get off of the path, and then you can go click on one, and then you'll see it's giving you this.
They're hard to click.
They're-
They're so quick. Little ads.
But we're a little far, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's just
Usually, what happens when you're not in a development mode is that the little icon that you got will be following this little Peep around until you click off of it. So you can really see where you are, and you can click one or two at the same time and really see them going through. I don't know why it's not working now.
just have to zoom in. Right?
Oh,
Maybe zoom in more?
we are here.
No, not
No?
even. I don't know why. Maybe we disabled it.
Oh, there
There
we
we
go.
go. We got one. Following our Dennis, like it's.
Oh, I don't know if that one follows for this build came up.
Yeah, maybe we disabled it for the build, but technically, you see the idea, right?
Yeah.
This would pop up, and the people walk, and we'll continue with that over his head.
That's fun. I like the fact that everyone's wearing like different clothes too. I remember like they mostly were wearing like the same colored shirts, and then you can sell shirts that they would buy. So everyone would walk around with a blue shirt if you're in a blue shirt.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And with UGC, people will also be able to make their own clothes, so which kind of helps.
That's fun. Oh, cool. Ooh, I like that it lists their favorite rides too.
Yes.
That is fun. So in terms of, let's see, we went over coasters, rides. Is there a way to kind of like design your own rides, or are they mostly already set up and then you can just like switch out colors and different
So
things
you
like
will
that?
be able to switch the colors of the coaster and the coaster cars. That will all be. You can really click on this. You can make a yellow track, or you can have that yellow track with a coaster that has like some green and some yellow into it. So that absolutely. For flat rides, we are not there yet. For UGC, we will be discussing. We did not make our final decision on how we're going to treat that. But colors will be definitely something that people are going to be able to do that right from launch for the coasters.
Perfect.
Yes.
So with that, unfortunately we have to end.
Oh,
We're a little booked up.
okay.
But I hope you guys like the game.
Yes. I love it so far. I can't wait for it to release.
Cool. Great.
Us too.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
And
you.
we hope that you guys will love the game and play it when it comes out.
Definitely.